The people of Mbaise, since after the civil war in the country, set out to achieve a set of developmental goals, prime among which is the electrification of the 94 autonomous communities in the area. To this end, the people embarked on various self-help efforts towards achieving the goal of rural electricity through all manners of community contributions, ranging from palm tree moratoriums by tasking members of all age groups in various communities. Notably, the Mbaise nation has gone on to buy, install and maintain the various transmitting stations, transformers and more, with every household paying their bills.
The power source to Mbaise complex is from transmission substation via 40 MVA 132 33 kV transformer located at Ebu. That 33 kV feeder that is supplying Mbaise complex with electricity is a very long feeder. It is supplying all the communities right from Ebu to Obo and beyond. By implication, that feeder is too long and heavily loaded, and that is why it trips whenever the power is on and the load on that feeder is not shaded.
Yet, all these efforts have been made with little or no power supply to report for the huge investments. As if that has not been enough disappointment to the affected communities, they have had to be forced to pay for estimated light bills for lights they never consumed. As a result of these perennial malfeasance, last December, a private citizen of Mbaise, Barrister Malaki Nwebe, sent a petition to the House of Representatives Committee on Electricity, laying complaint to the NAS Committee on the foregoing concerns. The hearing on the floor of the House was an eye-opener to the variegated assaults and hair-raising injustices that Mbaise people have had to endure over the years without anyone to speak for them in advocacy.
Na ihe ndị na-agbasa ọkụ anyị ndị na-enye anyị ọkụ na-eme ọwụhụ na ala Igbo anyị naanị. Ebe nọ na Abuja, ndị ka a na-akpọ Abuja Electricity Distribution Company. N'afọ 2016-2017 agbara ha akwụkwọ, emecha akpọwa m ka emezie, mecha nye m prepaid meter, mejie ọkụ n'ogige ebe anyị bi. Ana m echele otu nshemeghe na Mbaise n'ihi na mgbe ọbụla m lọrọ ụlọ ma hụ na ndị ada ọkụ enyewe ha anyị ọnwa agwụ ewetara gị bil arụkwa n'ọkụ a na-enye gị. Abịa ha kọtụ ọkụ gị ha chịrị waya alawa ya etu ọnwa agwụkwa ewetara gị bil.
Interestingly now, the Mbaise Electricity Monitoring Committee is the body saddled with the responsibility of enumerating the number of TCN, EEDC assets and audio conducting equipment that are functional, monitoring for compliance, giving status and upgrade reports, as well as ensuring that customer service is according to prescribed standards.
The body, working in collaboration with representatives from all the 94 autonomous communities in Mbaise, spearheaded by Greater Mbaise Forum and led by Professor Polycarp Nwoha.
Mbaise, as we all know, is a mini nation, as we call it, Mbaise nation. And this is also because it has very large extent of geographical area, and the population is very dense. In fact, it has the highest population of every indigenous community in West Africa. And this is so because at inception, it was a fused agreement between 5 different clans, and each of the clan was as big as even a state. And so when they fused together, they all became one indivisible entity called Mbaise. The people that make up Mbaise are very hardworking, very industrious, and much of their industry is agrarian. They're also involved in technical work, and they are very creative, besides being a leading light in education. So it is a place that has a sort of a reflection of duties and events that can promote well-being of everybody. Unfortunately, what should drive the growth and development of Mbaise, which is electricity, has become a thorn in the flesh of Mbaise people. The people will make efforts and provide transformers. They would install the transformers, maintain transformers, and yet light will not be available to them for weeks, for months, and for years. And at the end of each month, outrageous bulk billing will be sent to them, and they'll be forced to go and look for money to pay for those bills, whether they like it or not. Of course, if they don't, the consequences will be that the armored cables which they themselves installed will be cut by the electricity distribution people, and of course, there will be no light available to them anytime very soon.
And spearheaded by Dr. Bertrand Onwebule, PhD, has become the rallying point for the people of Mbaise across the world in voicing their anger over the perennial poor, while vowing to use the opportunity provided by the House to bring the issue to a client satisfactory end. The monitoring committee is therefore devoted to working with TNC EEDC to ensure top-notch compliance with all mandates issued by the House of Representatives Committee during the hearing in process.
Thus far, both TCN and EEDC have agreed to specific mandates. These include completing the power station at Mbaise, which has been stalled since 2019 at 75% completion, and upgrading transformers across the full spectrum of Mbaise autonomous communities. We will not fail to hint that EEDC has been banding around the street that the House of Representatives' recommendations may not be compelling enough to force their compliance. We, the citizens of Mbaise, however, wish to use this opportunity to warn both TCN and EEDC against testing our resolve for ensuring full compliance, and more, that every home in Mbaise is both connected to electricity and metered.